I think wait.
Welcome back, you guys. This is part two of us interviewing Wes Herman, owner and founder of Woods Coffee.
Just the equipment, 25,000 versus us starting the whole business for 23,000. We're still moving forward, planning for new stores and our growth and our expansion. It's super important to us to make sure that we're profitable and growing and that they kind of dovetail together.
Good morning, guys.
We've actually been in
I
grocery
think I'm
stores,
gonna hit up my friend,
and,
see if he's gonna wake up. I'll
that's
call him, see if he
been
wakes up,
proved to be a
actually.
great model. From day one, the thing that has sold the most in our coffee shops of our baked goods.
I love my
Yeah.
guys. How do you stay competitive?
You know, everybody talks about what the margin is, what your profit is, what your net is.
Actually, maybe not. I think we're gonna play FIFA. It'd be probably a little bit better.
Make sure you
Easier
check
for all
out
of us.
part one in the description
think.
below. Check it out first, then come back and watch part two. This episode is about
We
growing
got breakfast
and
right now.
scaling your business.
FIFA's an easy game. I have not played Valorant in forever. So it's a little scary,
Question I have, guys,
Barry.
is what's your approach to
I saw people
scaling?
from Spectrum
What
here
are your
yesterday. I
tips and
think I already
secrets
mentioned
to
that.
scale quickly? Is that a good idea?
And
Through your evolution of scaling
I
from 1
think
to 19.
Right.
I'm hoping that they
People
fix
look
the
at that
upload speed. The
oftentimes
upload
and
speed's
say,
been bad
"That's what I wanna do."
recently. My internet has been not great when it comes to the upload speed. I also reset my router and modem. So honestly, it is like super cool. Seeing that. Um and right now I'm about to eat just real quick, so that's why this
So in
won't take
today's
too
video,
long.
I'm going over a question I get asked all the time, and that is how many credit cards I should have, and specifically, what credit card should I have based on age. And I'm gonna be sure to go over my top card recommendations for each age category in 2023. Now, for our new viewers out there, hi, my name is John of John's Finance Tips. I'm the guy who's had well over 50 credit cards and millions more of miles and points, also that you don't have to. The only thing you have to do is tap that little thumb icon. Now, having been in the credit card game for close to a decade now, I can certainly recognize that everyone's card situation is going to be different. Some of you are going to be further along, while others are going to be further behind, but just use this video as a guide relative to where you are on your credit card journey. However, regardless of where you are on your journey, the most important thing to do when it comes to credit cards is paying on time and in full. And as a quick reminder for everybody, your credit score, which is the number that could save you tens, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars in unnecessary interest payments, is affected by 5 key components. And the 2 most important are on-time payments, which accounts for 35% of your score, and credit utilization, which accounts for 30. Those 2 added together is 65% of your score. Therefore, that's why I always say if you want to play this game the way that I play it, please make sure you are paying on time and in full. The video is going to break down as so. First, we'll talk about the age bracket. Then we'll talk about the types of cards you should see in there. Then the annual fee, followed by the number of cards I expect you to have there, and of course, the ultimate goal in that particular bracket. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. And if you want to support my channel, feel free to check out any of my affiliate links in the description box. The first age bracket is under 18. Technically, if you're under 18, you can't get a card, so this is actually more applicable to someone who is over the age of 18 that might have children or friends or just relatives who are under the age of 18, and they're thinking of them and looking out for their financial success. Because as an under 18, the only way for you to get a credit card and the type of credit card you can get is to get added as an authorized user to someone who's over the age of 18. And honestly, folks, this is
Oh,
really
that
how
jazz.
some of the rich set their kids up for success. Little Johnny turns 18 and already has a 700 credit score. How is that possible? Well, that's because little Johnny's parents added him as an authorized user when he was 15 or 13, and he was able to inherit some of his parents' good credit, and therefore when he was going to apply for his individual cards, he already had a really strong profile. I
You
do
would
wanna
love mama
caution
and
and say,
papa.
if you add someone as an
Dang, I think I already
authorized
wasted all my
user,
money,
they are
extra money.
100% not responsible for the debt. Meaning you give them the card and they go charge off $10,000, they never have to pay it back because it flows to you and you're going to be responsible.
My
So
limit
my
30.
recommendation is if you're adding someone as an authorized user and you're not confident that they fully know how to manage your credit card, just take the card and put it in a sock drawer because they will still inherit some of your good credit profile. The other thing to note is various banks have various different age requirements in which you can add them as an authorized user. For example, Amex will allow you to add someone as an authorized user at age 13, whereas Discover won't let you add them until they're 15. But here's a helpful chart breaking down all the different banks and their age requirement to add someone as an authorized user. Next up, we have annual fee. Now, for authorized user cards, that's not really as applicable because as the recipient of the card, there's not necessarily an annual fee, but there is a fee to add an authorized user. And that's gonna vary anywhere from free to $75 per card or more. Next up, we have number of cards. I'd say at this point, one card is good enough. I'd recommend trying to get the best card, meaning a card with very low utilization. Typically, that would mean a card with a high credit limit. That would probably help the most, but you really don't need to go above and beyond to have multiple cards added because even though there's a benefit to be added as an authorized user, it doesn't necessarily scale linearly the more that are added on. And finally, goals. What exactly should you be doing? If you are the recipient of the card, meaning you're under the age of 18, your goal really here is to start figuring out how exactly do these credit cards work. Now, I was fortunate enough in which my parents added me as an authorized user and they drilled it into my head that we pay our credit cards 100%. And now they didn't explain to me why. It was just, you spend the money, you have to pay us. And so at a very early age, maybe 17, 18 or so, I kind of knew, okay, if I use this thing, I gotta pay it back. And so I would say if you are someone giving someone a card to be an authorized user in your account, start teaching them how they can efficiently manage your credit profile. And if you're under the age of 18, take it as a learning experience. The second bracket, 18 to 21-year-olds. Congratulations, you might have just started college or you are off to work your very first job. Regardless though, the common theme that unites both of these folks is the fact that you're probably pretty broke. Your first job's not paying you very much, and if you're in college, you're probably not making very much either. But you're thinking, well, if I just got a credit card, I could put some spend on that, make some minimum payments. Yeah, I'm gonna pause you right there. No. Remember, a credit card, you must pay on time and in full. In this age group, it is the most important time to not rack up any unnecessary debt, credit card debt being one of them. So the two types of cards you're gonna be looking at are either student credit cards or secured credit cards, assuming that you weren't fortunate enough to be added as an authorized user when you're under the age of 18 to someone with a strong credit profile. Student credit cards and secured credit cards all look to benefit those with a very limited or next to no credit profile because pretty much anyone can get approved. First, let's talk about a secured credit card. This is a type of credit card in which you put down some sort of deposit and the credit limit you're given is equal to the deposit. So let's say you put down a $200 deposit. Well, now you have a credit limit of $200 and you can use the credit limit, spend it, pay it off.
Dude, I wish I got a credit card earlier.
Anytime you cancel the card, you will get your deposit back. In addition, if at any time you graduate from a secured card to an unsecured card, you will get your deposit back, but you will still have an available credit limit. The thinking here is we don't know if we can trust you, so you give us your money, we'll hold on to it, you show us you're responsible in paying it back off, and at some point we'll give you back your money and extend you credit. One card I would take a look at in this segment is the Discover It Secured. Now, typically secured credit cards come with no bells and whistles, but the Discover It Secured's actually got some stuff going on. For starters, you get 2% cash back for spending at gas stations or restaurants on up to $1,000 of spend per quarter, and you'll get 1% cash back on all your other purchases, and in your very first year, they'll actually double your cash back. Basically, they'll match it. So in fact, you're gonna get 4% and 2% respectively. And what I really love about the Discover It Secured is that at month 7, they will start automatically just looking at your profile to see, hey, can we graduate you from this secured card, give you deposit back, and give you an unsecured card? Now let's talk about student cards. Very similar to secured cards in that they're looking to benefit those with a small credit profile. The difference being you don't have to put up any amount of money, but do expect that you're gonna have a very low credit limit. For student cards, for the most part, there's not a whole tons of bells and whistles other than this card I found right here, which is the Chase Freedom Student Card. This is actually a card that I had when I was back in college. Surprisingly, again, this card comes with a $50 sign-on bonus just for making a first purchase within the first 3 months. And as far as cashback, this card comes with a 1% cashback on everything, no limit. And for every single year that the card is in good standing, meaning you're making your payments on time, in full, you're not delinquent on anything, you'll get 20 bucks. And after 5 months of on-time payments within a 10-month window, they'll automatically consider you for a credit limit increase. The annual fee for folks in this bracket looking at these type of cards is $0. If you're looking at a secured card that has some sort of fee or annual fee, run. Don't walk. That is a predatory card. And I haven't seen any student cards that charge an annual fee. But again, you should not be paying any sort of annual fee at this level. Number of cards. In this age bracket, 1, that's probably gonna be enough. Maybe 2, but the focus for a lot of folks, especially if you're in college, it's not getting a bunch of credit cards to figure out this, that, and the other thing. Probably in college, going to class, and all the other extracurricular activities. And so I would say getting a bunch of cards to juggle them probably isn't the most efficient use of your time. The goals in this.
Okay, I wasted like what, 10 minutes of your life, right? I'm sorry. What? Dang, I just realized he destroyed this. I mean, it still works probably, but I don't even use it. So it's like fine, I guess, at the end of the day, but it's just kind of sad, in my opinion. Okay. I think I wanna like 3. Okay. I kind of want to play. I honestly do want to play Valorant, but at the same time, I would have to like warm up, and I don't have much time to warm up. So I think it's just going to be FIFA. Whether I like it, you like it, or not, I just don't want to of Valorant. Honestly,
EA Sports. It's in the game.
oh, not again. I swear she's the dumbest cat in the world. feel like he just most recently destroyed that thing too. That's the worst part about it. Do something real quick. I think I'm gonna go on Twitch real quick though. Hold on. I just think I'd prefer it right now, especially with FIFA. Hold on. I'll be back.